Hi, what's your name?
Greg Wilson.
Greg, good to know you.
Nice meeting you, Chris.
Why don't we start off and give me a little background. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I grew up in a family-owned business, and you know, when you're working with your mom and dad for family survival, you learn very quickly that hard work and getting it done right the first time and honesty and integrity plays a big role in your family's survival.
Oh, absolutely.
And I've got a 30-year career in education as a teacher and an administrator at the elementary, secondary, and post-secondary levels.
Right.
Had extensive experiences in recruiting, training, coaching,
Sure.
Supervision, and then your project management and initiatives and IT integration. So I guess you'd kind of view me, or I view me, as an agent of change.
Okay.
Because you always have to be moving forward.
Very good. Very good. Well, I know you must have worked with teams, you know, in this experience you've had. Give me an idea what your leadership style is like. How do you get the most out of people?
Well, that's interesting. I think it's whatever it takes. Leadership's very situational. You have to, you know, I've been told I'm laid back. I've been told I'm very intense. Again, it's the situation that dictates what happens. I'm a good listener. I'm a reader. I talk to industry, read public industry publications, talk to the leaders, trying to make certain that I'm on top of the trends and
Sure.
and that we're trying to perpetuate best practice in the industry. I have a great collaborative style in which I'm able to get people together. Actually, I do a great job with people with different agendas coming in and building consensus and buy-in so that we can all work to get the project done. My hero for leadership is the flight director of Apollo 13, as portrayed by Ed Harris in the movie. When he walked into all of his scientists and engineers and he dumped all the parts on the table, which are organizing his resources, and gave them direct instructions as to what their mission or project was. And at the end he said, "Gentlemen, failure is not an option."
Right. Right.
Every initiative that I go into is a bit of that, only I look at it as we will be successful in completing this task.
Well, you mentioned putting the materials together in Apollo 13. Give me an event or something from your career that stands out.
Well, just recently I avoided a public relations meltdown, as you would call it, I guess, where we had a situation where special needs children and parents were assigned to my building last minute. They didn't know it was coming. They felt very disenfranchised, distrustful, and overall just hot in all their communications with me. Yeah. And then shortly after that, we had a special needs child have her pants pulled down below her underwear by a regular education student, which everybody was very upset about. I investigated. I called the mom. She immediately started screaming on the phone for the dad to come to the phone because their child had just been attacked and all of her clothes had been ripped off of her.
Yeah. Mild exaggeration.
Oh, my father came to the phone and let me know, not in pleasant terms, that he and the lawyer would be right there.
Yeah.
Before he got there, I had the plan down, and I guess I used my skills of crisis management, listening, and persuasiveness. That we came to a very quick resolution of the problem, saving the lawyers and my bosses from getting involved, which also saves a lot of time and money.
Yeah, yeah, great mediation talent there required. Yeah. Well, I guess bottom line, if a company's got 3 or 4 good candidates, you know, Greg, why would you suggest they hire you?
Just recently, an associate that I haven't really worked with that much looked at me and said, "You're a doer." My immediate supervisor that I worked with for many, many years always told me what a great organization I ran and how he was appreciative of me paying attention to the small details and taking care of them at the time that they needed to be taken care of. the CEO of the superintendent of the school corporation told me often how he appreciated my leadership in corporate initiatives because I was so hands-on and got involved and modeled what it was that we were trying to accomplish. So I guess when I put that together, I believe that anybody who's looking for a leader who can orchestrate resources and human resources to organize and accomplish the task, I'm the guy.
Really, yeah. Well said. Well, Greg, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.